Hello, I'm Tony Rykers, Speaker and Director for Cornerstone Ministries. Today I'm in Thailand with something very exciting that I want to share with you. It's the Media Resource Centre of Asia, located right here in Thailand. You know, Thailand is a country where the Christian faith is really a very, very small minority. The country is dominated by Hindu temples and Buddhist priests. But even here, the light of the gospel is going to the world, literally going out to the world through the Media Resource Centre. This centre has been in operation for only about 12 months, but it has already had tremendous impact on the lives of people. Well, what is this centre really all about? It's really all about these little guys here. It's all about DVD production. As you know, Cornerstone Ministries has been producing and shipping DVDs by the thousands, hundreds of thousands, to many countries in our world: Africa, India, the Pacific Islands, throughout Australia. Many countries have been receiving these DVDs over the last several years. We've had a gap in the Asian countries. We had a burden and a desire to get the DVD production working in the Asian countries and shipping the DVDs out to the Asian world. Thousands of people have found the good news of salvation, the gospel, the three angels' messages, as a simple result of people sharing these DVDs. But with this gap in the Asian part of the world for our ministry, we felt these DVDs weren't reaching people in this part of the world where they needed to be reaching. So about 12 months ago, we began to pray about the situation. We had no contacts in the Asian countries of where we could start producing DVDs and shipping DVDs and sharing DVDs through. So we began to pray that God would open the doors for us, that we would find a contact, and that we could open the doors of working here in Asia. Now these DVDs are being distributed through the Asian countries and the surrounding nations, now through this resource centre, and all as a result of prayer. As we began to pray, amazingly, just 2 weeks after we began to pray for a contact in Asia, God answered that prayer. I received an email one morning from a young missionary, a Filipino who was working in Thailand. He just received some of these Final Events DVDs. He emailed me and said they were a very, very powerful tool for sharing the gospel message. And he requested of us to send him some boxes, if possible, of these DVDs. But we were more than glad to send 3, 4, 5 boxes of these DVDs to him. He got these boxes, he used them up, he emailed back and said, "I've received the boxes, but the DVDs have all gone. Can you please send some more?" In the second email, he shared with us how he was involved in media ministry as well. He produced some DVDs of his own, and as a result he had a burden, a desire to start a media centre right here in Thailand. He'd been praying about this, and what he didn't realise is we've been praying in Australia about the same thing. As I read this email, as he was sharing about his part of media work and how he had produced some DVDs and his desire to start a media centre, I instantly knew that God had just answered our prayer. June is his name, and we began to dialogue, and we began to share our goals, our dreams of using media to reach the world. As a result of that, a few months later, the Media Centre of Asia was born right here in Thailand. And from that point, God just kept blessing us. He opened the doors before us because we needed a building to run the Media Centre from. The local church here in Thailand got behind this work. They rented this building, this office, where the production centre has been set up. We purchased these 3 DVD burning towers. Every 10 minutes we have 30 DVDs coming out of these machines. They're being packaged and they're being shipped to the Philippines, to Vietnam, to Laos, to Singapore, to Malaysia, and to many other countries around the world. And the great need that we have to keep these machines running is to have the blank DVDs. As you can see behind me here, there is a great stack of empty cases. These cases contained originally blank DVDs. They've been fed through the machines, they've been packaged, they've been shipped, and they've been sent out into the world. And this is where we desperately need your help to keep this media centre working. We need you to partner with us for your prayers and your support. You know, for as little as 15 cents, you can produce one of these DVDs. It has 4 lectures, 5 lectures, sometimes 6 lectures on the 3 angels' messages, on the second coming, of the plan of salvation that can be sent out to the world. For as little as $200, you can produce 1,000 of these powerful witnessing tools to be sent out to the world. And our goal here at the Media Resource Centre is to produce about 200,000 of these DVDs each year to be shipped out to the world. But we cannot do that without your prayers and your financial support. So please partner with us in our DVDs for the World project so that these little discs of light can penetrate into the world of darkness and give the gospel, the good news of salvation, to those who are hungering and thirsting for it.